do the thing this and be like, oh my God, it's me.
Good morning.
Bro.
I hear that.
Yeah, so guys, obviously, like, religion's a big part of our lives and everything. I think something that we were speaking about the other day was, you know, whether you would let your child suffer for religious reasons. And when I say suffer, I mean, obviously, these religions wouldn't think that you're suffering, but you're in, you know, your life's in God's hands. Do you know what I mean? So, what do you guys think of that? So we obviously we've got some faiths that believe that, you know, you shouldn't have blood transfusions or any type of treatment. You're not allowed, and if you accept any type of treatment, you might get expelled from your community or anything like that. So what do you guys think?
I think it's a difficult one, because you can look at Jehovah Witnesses and the fact that they don't accept things like blood transfusions, and you know there was a case that actually arose, and a big legal bit of legislation came from it, the thin scroll rule, and basically someone was stabbed who was a Jehovah Witness. She refused a blood transfusion, and so the person that stabbed her was charged with manslaughter because she died as a result of refusing a blood transfusion. So there was this whole debate about, well, because she refused it, is it really manslaughter? Because she would have survived if she had just chose to have the transfusion. So religion crosses so many different boundaries and things like that. I don't think personally, I don't feel like you should allow religion to allow anyone that you love or care about to allow them to suffer because of it. I think religion has to be I don't think that.
I believe in God, innit? But I don't like religion, bro. Religion, it's like, it's a man-made thing. It's full of rules. It's full of regulations. To some, no disrespect to anyone else, but this is just my personal opinion. Like, I fully believe in God and Jesus Christ and everything like that. But I just feel like when you're talking about a relationship with God and then you're talking about religion, you're talking about two different things, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then, you know, religion can be used to sort of control people and put sort of like a sort of fear in some people. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, if we're talking about God here, because this is what religion is about, what gives you the right to say to someone that if you take a blood transfusion, God is not going to love you no more, or you're not allowed to be a part of us? That nobody has the right to say that to someone else. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think it doesn't make any sense, and I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, for me, if somebody's gained the knowledge to actually do a blood transfusion that is able to allow someone to gain extra life or to save someone's life, I feel like that's knowledge from God. Do you get what I'm saying? To help somebody. You know, why would God want someone to die? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many questions. I mean, when you talk about religion now, a lot of people can get uptight because there's so many questions that can't necessarily be answered. And this is where the term faith comes into play. It's what you believe in. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I think in this sort of topic, I'm just going to leave it as, I don't agree with religion in a sense where, you know, you have so many rules where it can actually put you at risk. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're talking about your relationship with God now, which I deem to be different, then it's a separate thing. But when somebody is saying, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this in order to get there, I just think it's just, you know, it's not right. Do you know what I mean?
What do you think, Joy?
To be perfectly honest, as Dan said, I agree with him that, you know, as long as you have your own personal relationship with God, then that's cool. I feel that somebody who's refusing treatment because of their religion, I feel is a bit, I don't want to sound rude or anything like that, but
brainwashed.
It's a bit brainwashing, a bit selfish. Not selfish, but selfish and not thinking straight.
Speak your truth.
Because I don't understand why your family members Like I said, not family. I don't get why you as a person will put your family members through all that trauma, stress, and grief.
Yeah.
Because you're saying no to a life-saving operation.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How could you do that to, let's say, your mother?
All right. Well, all right. So as you said that, so I read something that said fundamentalists believe that, your life is always in God's hands, and if God wanted you to survive whatever you're going through, you will. Do you know what I mean? Which I can understand.
Yeah.
Obviously, not for me like, personally, but I can understand. Do you believe that there's a difference? Obviously, what Dan was saying earlier, but do you believe there's a difference between faith and religion?
Correct.
Yeah. So what to you? What's the difference?
What the difference is? The difference is obviously everybody knows that there's one being of God, but obviously religion is there's in their
Well, not
interpretation.
everybody.
Not everybody. Some people are
atheists,
atheists, and so I apologize for that. But but obviously in terms of religion, there are obviously that's their own interpretation of how God is. So for example, there's for Hindus there's several gods they believe in. For Christianity there's God Jesus Christ. For Muslims Allah, all that. So that's your relationship with God. But I don't believe your religion should dictate how you should be living or died in terms of your situation. Let me cut off there. That's your turn.
Again, I agree. I agree with Joe and Dan. I think for me in this life is probably the most precious thing that we are given, because we are here, we're breathing, we're able to live, we're able to do. You know what I'm saying? Life is life. Without life, we're not here. in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just find it very, very, very. I don't know. To deny yourself or a family member, or your partner, or anybody treatment that's gonna, enable them to live longer, enable them to spend, a little bit more time with their kids or with loved ones. I find that absurd, man.
Yeah.
You don't think anything can stop, like religion shouldn't be able to stop that?
I don't think religion should be able to stop that, man.
Yeah.
Like I said before, life is precious as hell. People take life for granted.
You only live once.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think that should be dictated by religion.
Yeah.
I just want to add as well, just 2 seconds, like in regards to the fundamentalists, it's like, we've discovered medicine for a reason. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not that if you're meant to die, you will die. Like, if that was the case, if you had a cold or, whatever, like, you wouldn't go for medicine, you wouldn't go for things to help you overcome a cold and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But we've discovered different things in order to help us live. Do you get what I'm saying? So we should embrace them.
Yeah.
I think it's a gift, yeah.
Fair enough, man. I believe that everyone that's had a say is really more against, letting your child suffer for religious reasons or your faith or whatever it may be. If you're someone listening to this and don't feel like we're like being any way to how you are or anything like that, just educate us. We're always open for education. Let us know your thoughts. We're always welcoming and willing to hear all sorts of thoughts and opinions on matters. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. You've been here with
Your favourite brunch.
Your favourite
bunch.
bunch once again?
Still getting a little bit deep, isn't it? Anyone want me to rap a little bit?
Someone tell a joke. But you've been here with Aaron,
Your boy Shapes.
Joey.
our special guest. Thank you for coming out. Yeah?
Thank you
very much.
Yes,
Joey.
yes.
Many times.
Pleasure to be here.
JB, Chargie D,
S9.
AKA Shauce.
Shauce.
I hear that.
It's got the short
You better
nines
hear
on
that.
today.
This is yours.
Oh, we out.
We out, baby.
So yeah, just hold on. So actually, do you know what? I'll do it.
Clap.
Bro, I'm making something, bro. Am I moving mad?
Yeah. You trying to run it now?
Not